Bum, 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 bum. Roondak. 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 Now, if you're watching this and you're wondering why it's not in HD, well, Puzzle Parts isn't an HD game, so easier for me to upload. Hey everyone, Roondak here, and I'm playing Puzzle Pirates. And this is, you may not have seen this game before, it's new on my channel, but the first thing you may be wondering is why are there these bars on the sides? Well, it's not exactly it's not a 16 by 9 game, like, you can't, like, the aspect ratio isn't set up to do that. So, I thought my best desktop background looked pretty cool, so I didn't want to stretch it out, because stretching out looks icky. But, yeah, just to keep everything nice, I'm just using my desktop background here. If any of you want to make some nice art for me, feel free. Anyway, so here's Puzzle Parts. Here's the notice board, which is the first thing you see when you log in, I think. Anyway, so you can see there's puzzles, missions, voyages, events, shop jobs, and blockades. Anyway, basically what this game is you're a pirate, and this is my house here. Here's my guy. Basically, you're a pirate, and you can be part of something called the crew, okay? So I'm part of the crew, Sea Lord's Armada, okay? And here we go, and you see there's a whole bunch of people in the crew, okay? So, in a crew, there's a whole bunch of different ranks you can be. Like, there's cabin person, which we don't keep in our crew. There's pirates, officers, fleet officers, senior officers, and captain. And each one of those has more privileges than the one before. And then there's flags, okay? So each crew, each time you have like a group of crews, they can organize into a flag. So lots of people will make one crew, lots of crews make one flag, and then once you do that, like you can see all the flags in all the crews in our flag and all the flags in our crew. That wouldn't make sense. Anyway, here we go. There's there's a whole bunch of different crews out there. Basically, yeah. Like, captain mine is some person named Midget. Anyway, so basically the way this game works is that there's a variety of different puzzles you play to accomplish things. Like, if you're in a ship, because, it's Puzzle Pirates, you're doing the sailing puzzle, like this one right here, sailing, then if you do that really well, then the ship will go faster, and if you don't do it as well, the ship won't go as fast. Same thing for all the other puzzles. There's like rigging, which is kind of like sailing. It does the same thing, but it's better in my opinion. See, Grandmaster, sometimes it's Legendary, sometimes it's Grandmaster, yeah. Okay, so basically, I should explain what the ranks are. So on the left side, there's your experience type rank, where the longer you play the puzzle, the more that one goes up. So you can see I've played the experts, the highest rank I have here, it's in rigging, because I'm good at that. And on the right side, you see all the different ranks you have, like in respect to other people, you see. So the ranks on this side are your kind of competitive ranks, like how good are you at the puzzle. Like, if you're really good, you'll get things like Grandmaster, but if you're not as good, you'll get things like Distinguished or Proficient, which aren't as high up on the whole chain. I might explain that more later, but yeah. And there's a whole bunch of different puzzles you can play. There's like the sword fighting puzzle for sword fighting. There's stuff like, you can play poker. You can play poker. Pirates playing poker, fun stuff. You can forage. You can brew ramen stuff. It's cool stuff. So I have a pretty big house here. I have a cottage, which it's a decent sized house. It has 4 rooms, which is pretty good. So I have a whole bunch of stuff around here. Yeah, I haven't really furnished it that well, but oh well. Anyway, so here's Admiral Island. You see, I'm playing on the Emerald Ocean. As you see, there's 3 oceans. Like, there's 2 doubloon oceans and 1 subscription ocean. I should explain how those work. So, doubloon oceans, the way they work is that you have a doubloon amount at the bottom right here. What you do is that people buy balloons, but they can sell them to other players on the doubloon exchange, and then you can use those to pay for things like expensive items require some kind of form of doubloon, as opposed to being on a subscription ocean where to get those items you'd have to pay a subscription. So you just go to the doubloon exchange and buy some doubloons. But yeah, personally, I don't pay a subscription. I just use the whole doubloon method. But it's your choice. Anyway, I play on the Emerald Ocean if you want to see me around. So you can see there, in the ocean, there's a whole bunch of different islands. I'm on Admiral Island, which is, at least for a while, it was the most biggest populated island. I'm not sure if it still is. I haven't played too much in a while. It has a population of 5,459, as you see, which is a fair bit, to say the least. So yeah, basically, each island is, so you can see like a whole bunch of people like, walk around the island. Some islands are bigger than others. There's 3 sizes of islands, like small, medium, and large. Admiral is a large island, and it has a whole ton of shops of different kinds. Like there's the bank, there's the inn, but there's also like tailors, ironmongers, shipyards, distilleries, weaveries, apothecaries, furnishers, all kinds of stuff. Basically, that's how that works. But like, for example, I'll show you how a shop works. Like, let's say I wanted to get some clothing, okay? So I go to a tailor, oh yeah, I should explain this. If you go to the map, you'll see for each shop category, there's like a yellow one. That's the bazaar, which is like the one that lets you access all the different stalls. And the stall is kind of like a shop, but like it's not an actual building. It's just kind of virtual. Like you can go there inside it, but doesn't take up space on the map. Like if I go to this person's stall here, it's like a room, but it's not an actual building on the map. But yeah, here's a shop. You can go order products, and it'll let you choose between all the shops and stalls. Like it'll show you all the different prices. So let's say I'm currently wearing a purple apron. Let's say I want to get an apron. Apron will cost 4 doubloons to like get, and it would cost me like if I use navy cloth and purple cloth, then like if I wanted those colors there, then I'd have to pay so much, and there's the estimated wait time, which is how long I'd have to wait for it to be ready. Yeah, so like, I'll explain that in a little bit. Yeah, basically, there's some cheap stuff that doesn't cost any balloons, which means it's relatively easy to get. Like bandanas, like those are cheap enough. And there's like different types of pants and stuff. Basically, you can get different clothes for yourself. There's different sets of clothes for males and females, because yeah. But anyway, so if I go to the notice board, you can see there's these things called missions. Missions are what you do. Those are like NPC type things. Like they don't earn you much money, but they're good for practicing. Like you can go. The Navy is like the NPC crew. Basically, you just kind of go and do some puzzles with them, and they pay you a meager amount. You go on a voyage, and like the most basic type of voyage is a pillage. Okay, now that may sound mean and stuff, but really what it is you go attack NPCs and you get money. Basically, you go on someone's ship, like for example, a talented mullet. To get on a village, you press apply, and if the person lets you in, then you teleport to the ship. You go around and you fight stuff like, bad guys. But yeah, basically, and then you get some money, and then there's 2 cuts at first. There's the first cut you get when you beat the ship. There's the second cut you get when you go back to port, and they divide the rest of the booty, and a little bit, and also a bit of the booty goes back to the crew. Like in this crew, for example, they have a 90% cut, so that means the people who are doing the work get 90%, while 10% of the total earnings go back to like the person who's running the ship to go restock. Like if you're fighting stuff and you need cannonballs and you've used up a lot of cannonballs, you have to pay for more cannonballs. But yeah, anyway, so some crews have bigger cuts, some crews have smaller cuts. There's also like how you divide the loot. There's like Jobber's Delight, which is jobbers, like people who aren't part of the crew but just go on to like help with the pillage and get money. That then they get more than actually people out in the crew to make, as an incentive to get people to job for you. Then there's even, and basically even everybody gets the same amount. Everyone gets an even share. So that's pretty self-explanatory. There's not really many other cuts that people generally use. Like there's others in the game, but no one really uses them that much. So usually the Jobber's Delight are even really quite similar. Anyway, so basically, maybe I should stop explaining game mechanics and start playing. I could consider doing that. I wonder what's more interesting. Okay, so I got some maps there. So yeah, you have your inventory here. It's like your different stuff. I'm a fleet officer, by the way. I should point that out. in the little thing you can see, I'm a fleet officer. I symbolized by the little like hat that curls up. Yeah. Yeah, you see, Jobber's Delight. Jobbing person gets 5 shares, cabin person gets 3 shares, and then everybody else gets 4 shares. And in my crew, 15% goes back to the ship or stocking. So yeah, I mean, you have to pay for those rum and stuff. Okay, so I should maybe I'll go out and like let's find someone to job with. Okay, let's just find someone who's doing a pillage. I should. Oh, I just explained the other types of things. There's sea monster hunts, which are where you go fight sea monsters and various other things like zombies and stuff, scary stuff, ghosts, Atlanteans. There's you can go trading with a crew. That well, the way it works is that some people want to make money by transporting goods from one island to another, because different islands might have different prices, so you have to load them up on like a merchant ship, like sign like a merchant brig, and then you transport your goods to the other islands and sell them and make money. But you want to have a few people. You might want to have a few people on your ship so that if you won't get attacked and you can get away from attackers and stuff, so that people don't steal your loot on your ship. You know, so you can hire people to like help you move your ship, like play the sailing puzzle and help you do that. You can go foraging, which gives you forageables, and you can. Oh, that's just evading enemies. Basically, evading. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, let's try going on one of these. Okay, that's normal ability. Everyone one of them. That sounds pretty normal. So I like that idea. So you press apply, and then you like. For example, Linkrat has offered you a temporary job position with the Titans. So basically, then you go accept. Tune in next time to see Roondak actually do a puzzle.